Robert?
Jim, first of all, I'd like to understand what your conversations have been with the governor's office on these retirement bills, and whether or not you have a sense that they're going to go to bat for you on it. And then I also would like to get a better understanding of how you set up this investment board that would do these investments. Because it seems to me that out of all the touchy things that you could create, it would be how do you construct an investment board and take responsibility for all this money.
Okay. The first question was, what response have I gotten from the governor's office, and where do they stand on these bills? They're very supportive of the bills. We've had a number of conversations with senior staff about the problem and about how we go addressing it. They have been analyzing all of the different options out there and have been talking to us about where they can be supportive and what they think is the right approach and so forth. So I think that I hope we'll see them at the table or in the room or the car or whatever supporting some of these options, because it really is what's best for the employees going forward, the existing employees in dealing with cost of living adjustments, future employees, and of course the state's FISC. Now, as far as creation of the investment board, it is outlined in the bill, and it basically is appointed by appointees from different areas appointed by the governor. The state treasurer, one member from the governor, one member from the House, one member from the Senate, the legislative auditor, 4 members appointed by the boards of trustees of the state retirement systems, and each member shall have a commission to serve the 4 years of a particular term. It also goes on to outline qualifications that a person may not be appointed to the commission unless he possesses at least one of the following qualifications: a chartered financial analyst credential of the CFA Institute, a chartered financial planner credential from the Certified Financial Planning Board of Standards, at least 10 years as a professional securities broker, at least 10 years of professional actuary experience, at least 10 years of professional teaching experience in economics or finance, an earned PhD in economics and finance, or at least 10 years of accounting and auditing experience. And so it lays out the qualifications for these board members to make sure that they are qualified in making decisions on behalf of the 4 systems through the governance of the board.
And is that Buck report now available?
It's Thursday. They're going to release it Thursday.
Do you have it? You've seen it?
I have seen the draft. I haven't seen the final. Yes, sir.
Yes. There was a sense that some of the more controversial legislation was kind of put on hold because the government was on the hospital. Where do we stand with that?
The governor's office requested that we hold controversial stuff until they can be a little more focused given the oil situation. My approach to that was I went back to him and said, look, how about this? Our agenda and the number of bills that we have on the House side, as you all know, I've implemented a new approach that we take up bills in committee and try to on the very next week lay them out so that everybody knows exactly when they're coming up during the following week, and some of them spill over into the following week, but not many. I didn't want to run the risk of getting into a log jam later in the session by bringing the process to a halt or slowing down on bills. So what I did was I went back to the executive branch and said, if you all have some bills that you all are concerned about, how about you let me know which ones those are, and let's go talk to the authors and see if we can hold the bill or work with y'all on some kind of schedule so you'll know when it's coming up and be able to handle it pro or con, for or against. And we haven't really had any of them come back yet with anything that they asked us to hold on our side, but we're more than willing to do that if they do have something. Jim?
With all due respect, Mr. Speaker, we have 3 branches of government. Is accommodation is one thing, but the independence of the legislature, we need a legislature that is independent. What under your leadership are you doing to make the legislature independent?
Well, some would say more than I should. Others would say not enough. The question was, what are we making to make the legislature more independent? Gene, I would consider what we have talked to the governor's folks about as accommodation, as far as dealing with bills, holding bills, or talking about scheduling of bills. We haven't said we're going to take anything off the table. The legislature has, I think, over this term, moved into a more independent role. We are, opening up on the financial side, in particular, cans that have never been opened up before, and looking into them and trying to make better decisions on behalf of our constituents and taxpayers of the state. So I think the primary focus of where we've drawn independence, because quite frankly, if you're going to be independent, it all revolves around the money at the end of the day, and so we have to do that first.